Hello and welcome to this week's edition of NASCAR 2020 season simulations at Loudon with someone new on the pole this year. Jimmie Johnson sits it on the pole at Loudon. His last win came on a 1 mile racetrack in Dover, I believe, quite a long time ago, but 48 car looks stout, won the pole by a pretty healthy margin. He's got Joey Logano on his outside, who has claimed a lobster before at this racetrack. Jimmie gets to jump headed down into turn 1, and Kyle Busch looks for the spot in second, but settles for third. Joey's going to slot in and look down straightaway, following Jimmie Johnson closely there. They're racing further back, but not much you can do here. 3 wide is pretty rare. It's normally just a double wide affair. Jimmie running well here, clicking off a few laps and pulling to a 2 or 3 car length lead, which is sort of something he hasn't been doing much this year, leading races. Someone else who's running well, Corey LaJoie in 11th. That's a really, really good day for that team. They're doing a great thing from the 32 car, running up front and maybe looking to get into the top 10 soon. That would be great for that race team. Jimmie Johnson still out front, and his Hendrick teammates doing well too. Here's Alex Bowman running in 6th, and Chase Elliott running in 8th. So a good day all around for Hendrick. William Byron nowhere to be found yet because he started low, but he's charging through the field too. And speaking of William Byron, there he is behind Matt Kenseth, who has been added in the 42 car based on recent events in real life. Obviously a little later than it would have been had this been accurate, but he's not really going to have a chance at the playoffs unless he can do something drastic. Towards the end of the stage, Quinn Hoff in a 00 car has a mechanical failure, comes to a stop in turns 3 and 4, bringing the caution out 1 lap early. But that caution would bring us to the stage end, and Jimmie Johnson would collect a stage victory in Loudon. Right there, only lapping Timmy Hill and Quinn Hoff that run. Now, Johnson will take the green flag for stage 2. Looking to get out of that lap traffic right away and leave that to the guys behind him, and he does. Joey Logano comes right along with him. Kevin Harvick racing with lap traffic, and Timmy Hill kind of holding up some guys there. Just holding his line on the bottom, not doing anything wrong per se, just holding him up. And Jimmie goes right back to what he was doing earlier, pulling out a big lead on Joey Logano right away. Almost a second already. We haven't been green for that long. That 48 car is really good today, and he could look to win his first race in a long time at this racetrack today. Someone running well inside the top 10, Ty Dillon. We saw Corey LaJoie doing it earlier, and Ty Dillon's doing the same thing, getting up front in a car that maybe shouldn't be up front, showing some promise for his season. And now we look to the lead that Jimmie Johnson has in the lap times that these two are running. Jimmie running laps that are 2/10 faster than Joey Logano's in second, which is absolutely insane, and that would be enough to carry him to a second stage victory on the day. Jimmie Johnson wins stage 2, Joey Logano wins second, long way back, and that brings some pit stops. Split strategy. Kevin Harvick comes down, leads a few others, but Johnson, Logano, Busch, they stay out. Now, Jimmie's on the outside here, lap traffic on his inside, coming to the restart. This time, Joey Logano does not get away from the traffic, and he can't go to that preferred bottom groove, middle groove area at the racetrack. And that's going to hurt him a little bit, and Jimmie pulls 3 or 4 car lengths by turn 2. And they're 3 wide further back, all dealing with traffic. And this time, we've got guys with new tires like Kevin Harvick looking there, stuck behind a 3 wide race for, I believe, 8th place between Denny Hamlin and Ty Dillon. And now Kevin Harvick can look to follow in the tracks of Denny Hamlin, hoping he'll get by the 13 car. Normally I would say the slower 13 car, but he's putting lap times up that are on par with the top 5, top 10, and going forward. So that's not the slower 13 car today. Further up front, Jimmie Johnson has opened up a massive lead, 2.5 seconds. He is untouchable at the front, but Kevin Harvick in 6th is coming on new tires. And he's running some decent lap times. Sort of on par with the 48 car, but the 48 car is degrading over time. You can see his lap times here. He's running just a little bit faster every time around. And Kevin's slowly just chipping away, and he finally catches the 22 car here and looks to go by, but can't complete the pass. Can't get off the corner very well, and he would struggle with that for a while. It takes him 2 or 3 laps to pass that 22 car. So even though Jimmie's dealing with lap traffic at this point, it's not making a big enough difference because the 22 is holding up the 4 car. Speaking of lap traffic, 3 to go in the race, and look what's in front of Jimmie Johnson. He's caught the back half of the field, and it's big trouble. He's going to get by Corey LaJoie with 2 to go, but if he didn't have that lead to rely on, he could be in trouble here. But he has a 6-second lead, and there's really no pressure. He can follow Bubba down into turn 3 like this and not really have to worry about it. He got the white flag there. It's the last time out of turn 4. No pressure from behind, a 6-second lead, and Jimmie Johnson leads flag to flag at Loudon. He wins and secures his way into the playoffs for the first time since 2018. What a dominating performance for the 48 car. It's easy to forget that Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick had cars capable of racing with the 48 because they were only there for a few laps each run. The short run speed of the 48 car was a weakness, but that was it. And that brings us to the points where Jimmie Johnson catapults from 21st to 7th based off that win and his playoff eligibility. Meanwhile, Ryan Newman had a rough day, drops quite a few points closer to the cut line in 11th there, 48 up, and Tyler Reddick falls below the cut line for the first time all season, with Matt DiBenedetto closing in on Eric Jones, Clint Boyer, those guys that are lower down, 15th, 16th. And that will do it for this week's edition. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, or leave a comment. Yeah, that'll be it. I'll see you all sometime next week with another one of these videos from Michigan. Thanks for watching.